welcome to part 2 of how to build advanced red versus blue map, or how to upgrade your maps. We ended off the last part, and on this stage we created a 360 material, also superpowers that you can reset, and images that look good and have a glint effect. Today we are going to focus on HUD and even more stuff, so just make sure to watch the video, have fun. And if you haven't watched the last video and you are wondering how we get here, just make sure to watch the last video. I'm gonna link it in the top right corner, there you can see it and redo everything to this point. So yeah, we're just gonna start now. So first we're going to create the HUDs for each of these powers. So we need to create a new folder. I'm just gonna name it HUDs. Just go inside of this. I'm gonna create a different folder that is called powers, since maybe we want to use many HUDs. And then just click on it and go to here, user interface, and click on widget blueprint. Click on user widget and just call it power 1 or double shield, since double shield is our first power. Double click on it, and we're just going to talk about the basics. We are not going to imply any crazy stuff. So this you can just rescale the screen. I always like to do it on full HD, so here. And now add a canvas panel into here. You can also just drag it into your grid panel here. There you see, you can just scale up or down the view. Now, very important, this is the screen that players are playing on. So this is the full screen. Now we are going to add an image. Just add it to your canvas panel, and after that we have to click here on anchors. Now you can choose which anchor do you want it to take. You cannot see this one since the screen cuts off, but I'm just going to take this one, so no worries. Now when we select the power, we want to have it on the bottom left corner where the player sees how much health and shield he got. So we have to select the anchor on either this or the bottom left. I like to do it from here. So now we have your image selected, and you see the position Y changed. Just click on this arrow right here, or just write down 0. You see it will anchor right of the position. Just make sure to change the alignments 0.5, and there you see it would be right in the middle of this. When I change the anchor right here, the anchor is here of the image, and now I can just press 0, 0, because it would always align with the anchor. What I like to do is select this anchor and align everything from there. So this will be our image. Now we can just drag our image in here that we already created. As you can see, I can just drag in the image, but I can also drag in the material. So we can just add this in here, and you will see we get an error message. This material does not use the UI mate. That's why we're going to create a different folder, UI, and we're just going to select all the materials we created in the last video, copy them, and paste them in here. It will take a minute. Yeah. Now open every material up we created. So now you copied and paste the materials, just go inside of them, change the material domain to user interface, and very important to disable this, since we don't want the material to move when we have it selected in our user interface. And there you can see it is right here. Now you can select size to content, it will automatically make it the right size, and then we just have to rescale it and do the same thing with the other powers. So just go here, user interface, disable this link, apply and save. Now we have the right materials. Now we can just put them inside of this HUD powers that we just created, the widget blueprint, and we name it double shield. So just add the double shield UI that we just created, the UI materials, and rescale them. So maybe 150, 150. Maybe this will be a bit small, so maybe increase it to 200. This looks right. We need to test it in game for us to be sure. Now you can just change up the alignment. As you can see, you can go left, right, here, and here you can go up and down. I think this is about right. I'm not sure right now. And now add a text to it. So you've added a text block, add it to the canvas panel. There you can see you have the same thing. You have the same anchor system. So now you just need to select this anchor and make the same thing. Position it to 0. It's not the right size. Just change the size up a bit. So this now, right, double shield. It's a bit too big, so just change up the size again. Make sure to position it the right way. So like maybe in the middle of this. Now you can also change the outline size to like 2. So you see it gets a nice outline. And also I'm going to change the color, the text, to like nice blue, and align it again right. I'm just going to change the size to 250. 250. As you can see, it's pretty much down. So we need to align it a bit better. I like this. That's why we leave the text so we know where the text was before. Now we can also make this a bit bigger, so like 38, maybe 40, and align it in the middle. This should be right. So before testing out, we need to place this HUD message device into the map. It's gonna rename it to double shield, since it's a double shield HUD. Now we need to change following settings. Turn this into triggering player. Show for duration, turn this off. You can use a sound, so the player, when he gets granted the power and the HUD, he will hear a sound. I'm just going to clear this. You can also select custom sounds here. Now, very important, the placement. So just turn this into custom. Since we have this anchor selected right here, the center left one, we need to just change this to center left and also change the HUD widget, so to double shield, since we named this double shield and it's our HUD. You can turn off the priority. Here you can also change the animations. So the intro animation, I'm going to turn this to slide from left, since we have it on the bottom left corner of our screen. And the outro animation, I'm going to change to slow fade. And this is it, basically. Now we can go to the functions. So this HUD will show when this conditional button gets activated. And scroll down to the settings. To clear layer, just pick this device, and there we will see it will clear the layer. Now just end the game and test it out. Now we're going to test it out again. And you see it's way better. For me it's perfectly fine. I'm just going to leave it like this. And reset powers. You see it is resetting and you do not see your HUD anymore. Now you see you get the power again and the HUD, and we have double shields. Now reset it again. You see it fades out and the HUD is gone and you still have the power. So now we have to do the same thing for the other powers. I will show you a quick way how to do this. So a very quick way to do this is just simply go into your folder where you have the HUDs and just copy and paste them. So duplicate it. You can just press on it and duplicate it. So now we have 4. Now rename it to your names. Like this is movement. Now open them up. What is nice about this, you can just go to the fly, press on the image, and go to your folder where we have the powers. And now we have the fly power, and you can just drag it inside, and you see it's perfectly aligned. It's a perfect anchor. Everything is like it should be. And now you can just also change the name. Double jump fly. And there you see, this will be a bit messed up. Now just align it the right way again. Just make sure to change the colors. I'm going to change it to a bit orange, like this, so it fits the theme. Now compile and save. And now the movement one. Now you need to duplicate this device, rename it as well to movement, fly, and instant reload. You can just leave the settings, only change up the HUD widgets. So movement, fly, and the instant reload. And now you have to just change up the functions. So show when this conditional button is activated. Show fly when this device is activated. And what you see about this one, it's very nice that you name everything the correct way. So when you connect it, you don't have to make sure every time if this is the right device, since we named the conditional button fly and the HUD message device fly. So you just see it perfectly fits fine, fly, and we don't have to like check everything again and again. So now the instant reload one, activate. So now we are finally in the game and can test this out. So get double shield, get super movement. You see it fades away and we get OP movement. Get fly power. It's the same, double jump to fly. Instant reload, you can test it out. It works just perfectly fine. And now we have to reset the powers again, and everything is working perfectly fine. Very, very nice. But please make sure to copy this conditional devices too and check them if it's the right function. Now we are going to add the mod bench. We have a nice place for this. Just make sure to position it in the right place. You can position it here, or you can make something very, very nice. Yeah, we are going to position the mod bench right here. so players will have a nice way and always will see where it is. It's right here. See, our character is under this. You can just make sure to turn off the damage volumes and also the mutator zones. Since we created folders, we can just make the folder invisible and you'll not be able to see anything. Now we're going to build this place out. Place a ramp inside of this. And now we have a nice space where we can place the mod bench inside. You can make sure this is half also. So just set it to scale, 0.5. It will be half. Just make sure to disable the grid so you can drag it wherever you want. Just like this. This looks fine. And you can do all sorts of things. I will just place the mod bench down and position it right and turn this setting off. So it costs 0 gold for players to mod their weapons. Now do the same thing for the other side, or just you can do it, leave it on one side. I'm just going to do the exact same thing on the other side too. And there you go. Now we have it on the other side too. And what we're going to create now is a nice image of mod bench. Just by searching down mod bench image and going on this side, you will see download this picture. I don't like this picture since it's very blurry, so I'm going to edit it a bit. Now I will just show you an example of how it looks when you just download the one on the side and when you get the one on my Discord. So this is the one on the side, and you can just make sure that that mid-map is turned on. So no mid-map, turn off I mean. And you will still see it's a very, very bad quality. Now I will just drag in mine and you'll see it's already better quality. And I'm also going to turn the setting off, so no mid-maps. And you see it's just like day and night, it's just way, way better. So if you want to have a good image, just make sure to check out my Discord. It's, like I said, it's for free. And what we want to have, so we're just going to create material that works as a 360 material and also a bouncy one. It's a bit of work. I'm just going to speed run through it. If you want to have it as yourself, just make sure to do it yourself. Or I'm also going to add this into the Discord as a material. If you want to skip the work, you can just add it into your project. But if you want to learn something and do it yourself, just make sure to follow the steps. Now you see the material is done. It is 360. It is also bouncing. Now we're just going to have to place it in the right position. Please make sure to turn off the collision. If you want to have it bigger, just make sure to go in here and turn this to like 500. Make sure to apply and save, and you will see it is getting bigger and it's a very good quality. So just make sure to grab it and place it here. And now you will see your world already looks better. I'm just going to add 1 or 2 things to it and let's see if it makes a difference. So now we are in game, and as you can see, the pictures are looking very, very nice. The mod bench image, it also looks nice and you can just jump through it. I think it's the perfect size. I just added a text here that is named mod and an arrow here just to go down. You can just create it yourself. So now we are finally in game. And you see I changed a few things up. What I changed is a custom text, mod bench, also an arrow, and a little mod bench icon. I still need to place it right in the middle. And I also pushed them a bit back. I did the same for the other side as well. I created, like I said, custom arrows and custom textures. So just to fit the map a bit more. Also, I created a new animated texture, the new one, and also the weapon banners. so it just looks a bit better, the map. And I also changed up the background of this wall just to make it look a bit brighter and better. If you like the weapon banners and also the custom textures, you can just create them yourself. But if you don't want to create them yourself, you can just check out my Patreon. I have them when you subscribe with the cheapest membership, the newbie one. You will get all this and even animated like in favorite animation and even more stuff that is coming soon. So just make sure to check this out, or you can just create them yourself. Like I said, in the next video, we're going to cover up how to add sound effects, for example, the double shield, like in voiceover, and more HUD stuff, for example, like the build reset and even a timer. And we will also talk about how to set up XP the right way, so players will get XP for different type of things. And also we will also talk about how to just make your map more custom and more player appealing. For example, creating own textures for the lore and the walls and stuff. And yeah, I hope you liked the video. If you did, please make sure to subscribe and like and comment down below what you would like to see next. It would mean a lot to me if you subscribed and liked, since this video took a long time to make, and the other ones too, since I need to edit the videos and also record them, so it takes multiple hours to create those videos. Make sure to join my Discord for a free mod bench and a lot of different free stuff, and see you next time.